Imagine that we are able to play a thrilling jazz solo without thinking about scales and other theory stuff. In this lesson, we will learn to manage a very simple and easy method that automatically unfolds the music. In that way, we can play without thinking scales. Instead, we can concentrate our mental energy on music itself. Now, let's play a modal, modern, freestyle jazz solo to demonstrate the sound we can make with this simple method. Right now, we actually play several modes all together. We alter and blend the modes. We paint a landscape, mix the colors, and form the music in different shapes. Theoretically, this solo is actually very advanced. But when performing, as we do now, we skip the advanced music theory. We do that by using a simple method that automatically unfolds the music. Simplicity is the key word when performing. Do things simple and music will come to us. I will show you how. But even if we use a simple method, we still need to practice a lot. So, in this lesson, we will also make lots of relevant exercises. My name is Oliver Prehn, by the way, and this is a new jazz lesson. Okay, let's get started. Place your hand on the keyboard like this. And we have the notes C, D, E flat, F, and G, right? We call this grip on the keyboard a hand grip. The interval pattern for this hand grip is a whole step, a half step, and 2 whole steps. With this hand grip, we can do a lot of stuff to achieve a modern jazz sound. I will show you later on in this lesson. Before moving on, it will be a good idea to make some exercises with this hand grip. So, we start the metronome at 50 beats per minute. Now, let's play up and down the hand grip like this. In this exercise, we play 16th notes. 4 notes for every beat. Make sure the notes are played straight and even. The rhythm must be totally in order before moving on. Now put on your left hand and play a C note on every beat to define the tonality and to make the grounding. When you are ready, try to emphasize one of the fingers in the right hand. It could be the second finger. To be able to make these stressed notes is very important when playing a jazz solo. When you are ready, and only when you are ready, speed up the tempo just a little bit. I will show you later on. Okay. Now it's time to make some music with our hand grip. We will make what I call a fool around exercise, playing around with the hand grip we have just rehearsed. Let's start up the bass on the C note. When playing the bass in octaves like this, We got the 4 meter, right? Now let's play around with our hand grip. Now we use only the first 3 notes of the hand grip: C, D, and E flat. We can move the 3 notes to different octaves. Music does not have to be advanced. We can achieve so much with only a few notes. Now let's try also to add the 2 last notes in the hand grip. In this type of exercise, the fool around exercise, we educate our ears and subconsciousness to play music. We experiment and we locate the things we like and skip the things we don't like. And we automatically save all that information somewhere in our subconsciousness. When doing this fool around exercise, everything just gets better and better, and it's really fun work. Having fun is the most important thing in life. Fun helps motivation, and motivation helps music. Okay. Now we are ready to add some more stuff to our solo play, so stay tuned. For the moment, our hand grip has position C because of the thumb note. Now we will try to move this hand grip to another position. In this case, we elevate the hand grip up with a perfect 4th to position F. So we place our thumb on the F note and make our hand grip from there. A whole step, a half step, and 2 whole steps. Here we have the exact same hand grip. We have just moved the hand grip to position F. Let's make an exercise connecting the 2 positions, position C and F. Let's walk through the exercise slowly. We play position C using finger 1, 2, and 3, and then we go under with the thumb to position F, and we play finger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we turn around playing finger 4, 3, 2, 1, and we cross over with the 3rd finger, and we play finger 2 and 1. Let's start the metronome and try this out. And what about emphasizing the 3rd finger this time? When you are ready, speed up the exercise just a little bit. If you one day can reach 120 beats per minute, you are pretty fast, I think. So, just for fun, let's try to set the metronome to 138. I'm not so sure about this speed, but we will see how it goes. You are so much welcome to write me in the comments below if you reach tempo 120 or even faster, and I will congratulate you. But remember, the exercise needs to be in a steady rhythm, else we must slow down again and practice more. And if you are a beginner, don't do this speed. Start up very slow and increase the speed gradually day by day. Have patience. Okay, I better stop this exercise before I make a critical error and you will for sure laugh at me. Now, let's try to make music and do our fool around exercise. We start up our 4-meter bass in a slow speed. And here we go. With the hand grip on position C and F, we actually play the C Aeolian scale, also known as the natural minor scale. But we really don't care. We only think about placing the hand grip on position C and F. When we use the hand grip to play the Aeolian scale, we also achieve some other benefits. We avoid playing the Aeolian scale in a messy random style. Using the hand grip we can make patterns and structure. Automatically we organize the scale and we won't get lost. When using the hand grip, it's easy to reuse and repeat small motifs and phrases. We can, for example, play this little motif at position C, and then we can easily repeat that motif on position F. We use the same hand grip and the same piano fingering when playing the motif at the different positions. Okay, now we will discover how we can use this hand grip technique in a much greater extent. We will alter and colorize the Aeolian scale, and our improvisation will be even more thrilling. So, hang on. So far, we have placed our hand grip on position C and F. The two positions are spaced with a perfect fourth. What happens if we elevate our hand grip up with another fourth? Well, then we have the hand grip on position B flat, right? And we have the notes B flat, C, D flat, E flat, and F. How does it sound when playing a solo with the grip on C, F, and B flat? Let's make our fooling around exercise. Well, not too bad, I think. This is actually a great way to alter and colorize the Aeolian scale. So right now we are not just playing the Aeolian scale. We actually do much more. Okay, now we will explore some interesting and nerdy music theory. So, we will stop playing for a while and make some reflections on this modern style of jazz. Later on, we will get back to the exercises and the music. Alright, by placing our hand grip on position C and F, we make the C Aeolian scale. But when we add position B flat, we hit an alien note, the minor second step, compared to the C tonality. This minor second step does not belong to the Aeolian scale. The Aeolian scale contains the major second step. So what scale is like the Aeolian, but has a minor second step? You know, it's the Phrygian scale. So, position C and F makes the Aeolian scale. Position F and B flat makes the Phrygian scale. In another lesson, we learn a lot more about the Aeolian, the Phrygian and all the other church modes. I will paste a link in the description below. So we colorize the Aeolian scale with the Phrygian scale, and the sound gets a little darker with the D flat note. And when we go back to the Aeolian mode, we brighten the sound again with the D note. D flat, D. In this way, we create a more modern sound, if you ask me. Our sound is provided with more depth. It becomes more interesting, organic, and colorful. I use the expression that we play a several octave mode, because this mode of sound stretches over more than an octave. Normally, a scale is framed by an octave, right? So hitting the octave, a scale normally repeats itself. For example, the C Aeolian. This scale starts all over every time we hit the C note. So this traditional Aeolian scale is framed by the octave. But our several octave mode actually goes beyond the octave. We can notate our several octave mode like this. The main tonality is C, and at the lower octave we play Aeolian, and above the octave we play Phrygian. Now remember, all this is hardcore theory stuff. But when we perform a solo, we don't have to think about all this theory stuff. We simply just play the hand grip, and all this is automatically revealed. Right now, we are just making some really nerdy reflections on music because that's also fun. Later on, we will get back to the exercises and the music. Now, what happens if we add another position, a perfect fourth above the other positions? Then we have the grip on position E flat. And we have the notes E flat, F, G flat, A flat and B flat. Now the G flat note is the new stranger. Compared to the main tonality C, it is the diminished fifth. So we got a new scale that is like the Phrygian, but with a diminished fifth. What scale is that? It's the Locrian scale. So let's start from the top again. With position C and F, we got the Aeolian scale. With position F and B flat, we alter the Aeolian scale to the Phrygian scale. With position B flat and E flat, we alter the Phrygian to the Locrian scale. Let's make the notation for this several octave mode. main tonality is C. And we go from Aeolian to Phrygian to Locrian. Now let's play some music. How does all this sound when placing our hand grip at position C, F, B flat and E flat? The already kind of dark and sad Aeolian mode we can now make even darker, going to the Phrygian mode, flattening the D note. And we can go further up the register and flatten the G note as well. And we can go down the register and brighten the sound again. Using the hand grip at the 4 positions, we can easily colorize the sound in different directions. And notice, we are not thinking scales right now. We simply let the hand grip do the job. The hand grip is for performance. The theory stuff is for reflection. Okay, now we will learn how to manage the hand grip at the 4 positions. So we will do some useful exercises. So hang on and get ready for some hard but fun work. Let's make our well-known exercise playing up and down the keys through the positions. So we start with the hand grip on position C, playing finger 1, 2, 3, under with the thumb to position F, 2 and 3, and under with the thumb to position B flat, 2, 3, and to position E flat, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we go back in the exact same manner, 4, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the metronome and try this out. Now, this transition between the notes A flat and B flat, and between D flat and E flat, may seem a little awkward in the start. But we just have to get used to it. Personally, I'm not thinking about these awkward transitions anymore. I've rehearsed them so many times. But if we want to, we can just make another kind of transition doing note repetitions. I will show you. Let's stop the metronome. Now we go through the 7-octave mode like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we make a note repetition with the thumb and we are ready for the grip on F. And we do the same trick again. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start the metronome again. Now the transitions are much easier to perform, right? My point is that we can always find suitable links between the positions. Now let's try to emphasize the weak fourth finger. Emphasizing the fourth finger is actually very hard. We make these offbeats all the time. Okay, now we have learned to play the several octave mode up and down, connecting the positions of the hand grip. But we must also exercise some specific motifs. Often when I just fool around like this, I suddenly stumble upon a motif or phrase that I like. This one, for example. Then I pick out this specific motif and make exercises with that motif. So let's turn on the metronome and make exercises with our selected motif. We just go up and down the keys, playing the motif at the different positions. Again, notice that we use the same hand grip, the same piano fingering, no matter where on the keys we play the motif. That's really smart. Repeating the motif at different keys is now very easy for us. The hand grip is in many ways an awesome shortcut to music improvisation. When we are ready, we must also make the fool around exercise using our motif. Play the positions in other octaves. Break up the motif and play it in fragments. And mix the motif with other stuff you like. Now our little motif acts as the anchor in our improvisation. It's like a classical work, having a recognizable main theme or motif that shines through the entire piece of music. Often when I improvise, I choose a little motif to fool around with. In that way, I give my improvisation a certain style. I frame the improvisation and make it to a piece of music. Well, that's it from now. Feel free to support my work with $1 or $2 on Patreon or PayPal. I'm very grateful for even the smallest amounts. With donations, I can cut down the hours at my regular daytime work and make even more new jazz lessons here on YouTube. But important, don't feel obligated to donate anything. I like my music and teaching stuff to be freely available. Just by watching my lessons and maybe give me a like, you give me all the support I need. The best and warm regards from Oliver Prehn.